This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Live at 4. The alert day for today is canceled. That's good news, but we could still have a chance of severe weather tomorrow.
Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is out on the patio. Alex, what's going on?
Well, first, it's still hot out on the patio, definitely muggy out there. But as we were mentioning yesterday, we thought that the thunderstorm activity, the best chance would slip just south and west of the area over portions of Iowa and going down into Illinois. And that is what has verified so far today. Still can't rule out a possible thunderstorm yet this evening. We are watching the potential for a few more thunderstorms to pop up as we head towards daybreak on Wednesday. But Wednesday night, going on into Thursday, looks to be the more widespread chance for thunderstorms, and we're still expecting the possibility of alert day conditions at that time. Radar 3000, high and dry out there right now. We can use future track here to go into the evening hours, and you notice the very sparse, if not non-existent nature of thunderstorms this evening. So hopefully that holds true. That would be good news. We don't need any more severe weather across southern Wisconsin. As we look at our temperatures right now, oof, it's hot out here. 87, dew point 70. That is that tropical feel. Could see that pop-up shower storm this evening, but most places will stay dry. In Maine weather, we'll talk about and break down the timing of the potential for alert day conditions Wednesday.
And tomorrow is the last concert on the square,
Yes.
so we'll be keeping a close eye on that too. All right, Alex, thank you.
And the Environmental Protection Agency is acknowledging Dane County's work toward renewable energy.
The county ranks 13th on the EPA's on-site green power list and 20th on the top 30 local government list. Our Ellie LaLiberte tells us what that means and how the county got there.
Solar and wind are two of the biggest forms of renewable energy. Now, this canopy that I'm standing under is actually all solar panels, and it's one example of the county's efforts. In 2023, 65% of all Dane County's operations were fueled by renewable energy, earning the county a spot on the EPA's list. Now, in 2024, the county is at 100%, producing enough energy for all county operations. That includes places like the Henry Vilas Zoo and the Dane County Regional Airport. 17 county buildings have solar panels installed, and the county has partnered with Alliant Energy and Madison Gas and Electric to boost renewable energy production.
The advantage of solar or wind power is that you're not paying for a fuel. So there's no ongoing cost for coal or natural gas to make this fuel. There's also no ongoing pollution. I mean, the sun shines and the solar panels produce electricity, and there are no emissions.
The county is also ahead of its goal to have all operations powered by renewable energy, a goal it set back in 2017. Reporting in Dane County, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Ellie. This isn't the first time Dane County has been acknowledged. In 2021, the EPA recognized Dane County as a leader for promoting renewable energy.
August is Black Business Month, and the Black Chamber of Commerce is making a special week to celebrate. Merrill Hubbard went to an event to preview this morning and is now out at different restaurants participating in this celebratory week. Merrill?
Yeah, Brady and Susan, for 1 week in August, there are 30 Black-owned restaurants that are going to be sharing special deals and menus for people in Madison. Behind me is Cafe Costa Rica, and they're just one of those restaurants that are going to be showcasing their goods during this special time. So you're going to want to save the date for August 11th through 18th, because this is the week you can visit a variety of Black-owned businesses and experience their special deals. The Black Chamber of Commerce wants these businesses to thrive for people and for people to get a taste of their unique foods. I met the owner of Just Veggies, who has seen his business blossom with the help of the Black Chamber of Commerce.
I've pretty much been with them for 5 years. They've been just wonderful to me. I was at 2817 East Washington, so it was like a share kitchen, and now I have my own location. So I did all that in 6 years.
To top the week off, there will also be a jamboree on August 18th at Olin Park, where you can experience at least 50 different restaurants and vendors. If you are a business owner that wants to get in on the action, you can join a mix and mingle mixer from the Black Chamber of Commerce. That's on August 21st. Reporting in Madison, I'm Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Merrill, thank you. Needing a transplant is a waiting game that no one wants to play, but having a good teammate can make things easier.
And thankfully for those needing lung transplants, UW Health has the best survival rate for lung transplants in the country. Jalen Banks joins us with more on the program. Jalen?
The Scientific Registry of Transplant Recipients says UW Health lung transplant program has the highest one-year survival rate of anywhere in the nation. UW Health's program has a survival rate of 95% compared to the national average of 88%. Wait times are also shorter at the average of 12 days compared to the national average of about a month. UW Health Surgical Director Dan McCarthy says this national ranking comes from hard work and care for their patients.
Being ranked #1 in the country is extremely validating because I get to see how hard every member of our team works. And this shows that all that hard work has gone to deliver the best possible outcomes for the patients we care so much about.
McCarthy added that he and his colleagues find it rewarding to see patients that came to them on their death's door to eventually go on and live long and meaningful lives after a transplant.
There's still a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles that we need to overcome as a profession. But there are patients that do have sustained long-term survival after lung transplant. And that is particularly rewarding because we're not doing this to make people better for a week or a month or a year. We're trying to extend the length and quality of their life as long as we can.
Last year, UW's program performed 56 lung transplants, the most in the program's history, and they regularly check in with former patients. And tonight at 6, I will bring you the story of one lung transplant resident and how the program was able to breathe life back into them.
Jalen, thank you. Right now, Madison police are looking for this man who they suspect sexually assaulted a woman this past weekend. Take a look. The assault happened along the bike path near Carpenter Street just after 10 Saturday morning. Police say the man grabbed a woman from behind while inappropriately touching himself. He was last seen riding an electric skateboard on the path from the area of Shopko Drive and Aberg Avenue. Detectives are working to identify him, so if you recognize him or have any information about the assault, contact the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. You can call them at the number on your screen, which is 608-266-6014, or submit a tip online at p3tips.com.
Well, starting today, absentee voting sites are opening. It marks 2 weeks from the day of the primary election in August. To get an absentee ballot, you'll need to show a valid ID. If you're not sure whether what you have is required, you can find a list of valid IDs on the City of Madison's website. You'll also find a list of early voting locations. You can vote early from now until the Sunday before Election Day. You cannot register to vote the Saturday, Sunday, or Monday before Election Day, but people voting on August 13th can register the day of the election at the polls. For more information on where to cast your vote and when those locations are open, head to this story on channel3000.com for a link to the City of Madison's website. Up next at 4, an Olympic event postponed due to poor water quality.
So what the next steps are for this event and how the United States is doing so far.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
If you're watching this Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance commercial, there's a good chance that you're alive. And if you're not, well, this may not be of interest to you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Life insurance? I'm going to live forever. Death is what happens to other people. Well, for the sake of argument, let's assume you're wrong and that someday you won't be watching TV anymore. I know it's not easy to talk about, so I'll do the talking. If you're 50 plus and alive, you can apply for Gerber Life Guaranteed Life Insurance with guaranteed acceptance, regardless of your health. And since this life insurance is guaranteed, you don't have to get a medical exam. In fact, you don't even have to fill out a health questionnaire. For a free quote, just call 800-387-9724. Then when you stop, if you stop watching TV, your family can use the insurance money to help cover your final expenses or anything else. For a free quote, call today, 800-387-9724. Your kids already inherited your ears, allergies, and questionable singing voice. Don't make them inherit your final expense tab, too.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. The senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions. And the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Welcome back. Turmoil in Venezuela today after neither candidate in the nation's presidential election plans on conceding. Opponents of the autocratic President Nicolas Maduro have released millions of detailed receipts showing that opposition leader Edmundo Gonzalez has won with 73% of the vote. Now, in the video you see here, a ranking member of the opposition party has been allegedly kidnapped by the Maduro administration amid a massive wave of protest crackdowns. Maduro's government says he won 51% of the votes.
The men's Olympic triathlon planned for today has been postponed over water quality concerns with the Seine River. Authorities are hoping to move the event to tomorrow along with the women's competition, but that is subject to water tests. Friday is also planned as the backup date, but heavy rainfall could raise the level of E. coli and other bacteria in the river. The city has spent a whopping $1.5 billion to clean up the river so far. The United States is currently leading in total medals at the Olympics with 25, while Japan is leading with 7 golds. The U.S. has 4 golds, 10 silvers, and 11 bronze. Japan has 7 golds, 2 silvers, and 4 bronze. China is in third with 6 gold, 6 silver, and 2 bronze. The U.S. secured its first ever medal in women's rugby against Australia. The gymnastics team also took home a medal. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched this already, Team USA got the gold as Simone Biles has become the most decorated gymnast in American history with 5 golds, 1 silver, and 2 bronzes. And the men won the bronze last night too, Team USA.
Yeah. Isn't it fun to watch? I always think, what have I done with my life when I see them?
Right.
Well, let's get a look at your first WARN forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here. Alex, I say you get a gold medal.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. The weather gold medal for everyone. We will extend that invitation to everybody because we don't have storms out there right now on radar 3000. So that's certainly good news. We don't need any more water. We don't need any more severe weather. We were mentioning yesterday that the thunderstorm activity would likely sneak to our south and west over Iowa and Illinois, and that is what has occurred so far today. Well, let's look at future track to see if anything else pops up here this evening. Looking dry for the most part. We still can't rule out with the amount of humidity that we have out there, that energy, maybe a pop-up shower or thunderstorm, but widespread thunderstorm activity right now is not looking likely this evening, going into at least the wee hours of the morning. Now, the Storm Prediction Center still has us under a marginal risk of severe weather in the event that we get a pop-up storm. The energy is there for it to be strong, with gusty winds, hail, and heavy rain being the primary threat, but that would be few and far between. There is a little bit better of a chance of us seeing a few storms entering the picture by tomorrow morning. We'll show that to you in just a moment. Right now, 87 outside, not really a gold medal there, with the dew point of 70 as well. that is pretty muggy, and I was just out on the patio. It feels tropical out there, but we've been mentioning for days that this is what we would be up against. That outside chance of a thunderstorm as we roll through the evening. Most places staying dry and a muggy evening as well. Fast forwarding here to concerts on the square. Right now, we likely will be between storm chances, which would be great news. We'd get all the concerts on the square in. 87, though, to start as folks congregate around the Capitol. It'll be warm and very humid evening, kind of a sticky evening, so prepare for that with those thunderstorm chances, that next bout increasing by the time we get to 11 o'clock. Here, as we look into Wednesday morning, clouds building in, could see some thunderstorms at daybreak with this batch of clouds. Temperatures warming quickly into the 80s, upper 80s in many areas. Here's that line of thunderstorms that's prompting alert day conditions for Wednesday entering the picture, but possibly fizzling as it moves off to the east. We'll be keeping an eye on that trend, which would be good as well. Although right now we'll keep alert day conditions in the forecast for Wednesday, especially during the evening hours for all of southern Wisconsin, with that marginal risk out there continuing. Thursday, if we get thunderstorm activity Thursday morning, that marginal risk may be dropped as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe we will dodge all of these severe chances this week because of the timing of the storms.
All right, keep us posted, Alex. Thank you so much. We're looking ahead to the News 3 Now Back to School Supply Drive. It kicks off next week in the 608.
Josh Sprider shows us how you can help make a positive difference for local families.
We're looking ahead to the brand new school year, which is just a few weeks away now. With it comes our annual Back to School Drive. We're hoping you can help us make it another successful school year for local kids. Starting this Monday, we're hoping to once again stuff the bus. News 3 Now and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County are partnering once again to collect donations and school supplies for area students. Lamers Bus Lines, Midwest Financial Group, and Metcalf's Markets are joining the effort as this year's title sponsors. Again, the Back to School Supply Drive launches Monday, August 5th with a special Stuff the Bus collection event. Volunteers will be accepting your donations from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the school bus located in front of Metcalf's Market at Hilldale Shopping Center. We're looking for those much needed school supplies such as backpacks, folders, notebooks, pens, and pencils. Our Back to School Supply Drive runs until Friday, August 16th. You can learn more about how to help at channel3000.com. In the 608 for Live at 4, I'm Josh Sprider, News 3 Now.
He's pretty chill. He's very, very calm.
Oh, that's Sophia Seaman describing the raccoon that she found lying on the road by her home outside of Cambridge.
This is quite a tale. She saw it almost get hit by a car before intervening, getting it off the road to safety. And after staying put in a cardboard shelter at her family home for a few days, Sophia decided to investigate to see if it was injured.
And as it turns out, it wasn't. But she knew it was young and likely needed some help before going back into the wild. Kyle Pozorski met up with her to find out more. Kyle?
Well, just off the top, guys, this is not legal to do. The Wisconsin DNR has many regulations prohibiting this kind of activity. Nevertheless, we just had to meet up with Sophia to see the furry creature and find out what her plans are for it. It's a rescue raccoon.
I was kind of walking outside, and there was this car, and it kind of stopped.
Sophia Simone recalls the moment she came across the furry mammal she's since named Marakai.
He was just huddled in the middle of the road.
After watching it for a while sit inside the cardboard box she brought it to safety in, she realized its mother had not come back. So a decision was made to help the little critter out. After all, it was only a couple months old.
I went to Walmart, and I get basically electrolyte water and hydrate him, and then kitten replacement formula.
Since then, he has grown, however, still a bit on the small size. Now, while there are possible legal implications and plenty of expert warnings against taking in a wild animal, Sophia says her heart is in the right place, wanting to not see anything bad happen to wildlife.
I'm like, okay, this is clearly an abandoned animal, an orphaned animal, you know.
Raccoons do typically stay with their mother for about a year, and Marakai obviously won't have that, as Sophia has to go off to college.
I can't bring this in my apartment.
So until then, it's her intention to continue helping him out before going back to the wild.
They do tend to plunder our bird feeders, so maybe we'll see him again doing that.
Now again, this is not legal, and we do not recommend taking in a raccoon of your own. And for those wondering, Sophia's plan is to go to Madison College this fall, looking to study biology with a big interest in wildlife.
Yeah, it seems like that's a good fit.
She's a very kind-hearted person, obviously. Maybe a veterinarian in training, but it's a good point. you're not supposed to do this, but we just wanted to share the story.
For sure.
Yeah. Kyle, thank you.
In just a few minutes, we are celebrating summer with some beef.
Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council is here with some new, there she is, with some new mouth-watering recipes. We'll be right back.
Having a softball team come to Madison is very empowering. It's not just about the Mallards.
It feels more inclusive because we're always just watching men's sports.
We are strong. We are brave. We are empowered. We are
Oh, why leaf filter? It's well designed, efficient. I appreciate that.
Leaf Filter's technology keeps debris out of your gutters for good. Guaranteed.
What more could you ask for?
Call 833-LEAF-FILTER today or visit leaffilter.com.
GA, the advanced form of dry age-related macular degeneration, can irreversibly damage your vision. It can progress faster than you think. When GA threatens your eyes, take a stand. Slow GA with Syfovre. Syfovre is an eye injection that was proven to slow damaging lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only FDA-approved treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Syfovre if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye that may include pain and redness. Syfovre can cause serious side effects such as eye infection and retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Every moment counts. Act now to slow GA with Syfovre. Ask your retina specialist about Syfovre.
Another serious crash out on I-43 today. One call.
That's all. After a serious truck accident, the results can be catastrophic. Never take on the insurance company alone. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Our dedicated and proven team is here to help. And there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Joe Biden made Kamala Harris border czar to fix immigration. First, she ignored it.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point.
Then she just lied.
The border is secure.
10 million illegal immigrants. Migrant crime out of control. Fentanyl kills thousands.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris. Failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the season we're all giving our grill quite a workout.
Yeah, it's too hot to be out there right now. But we have some really tasty treats. Angie Horkin with the Wisconsin Beef Council is here. So what are we having?
Okay, so I kind of have two like appetizer recipes with grilled steak. I kind of like you and I were talking, I really love like lighter fare like that when the weather's like this. And then two, prepping everything outside so you don't have to turn on your oven. So I grilled the steaks ahead of time, and the steaks would be fine cold in both these recipes. If you don't mind like cold steak, it still tastes great. Then you can kind of prep everything ahead of time, especially maybe if you are going to serve it as a tapa or appetizer and have a group of people over, some friends on the patio or family.
Yeah, get it out of the way and then you can just serve.
Exactly. Slice it up, ready to go. So this first is a bruschetta. And I have a flat iron steak. So flat iron comes from the chuck. It's very tender, even though it looks like a flank steak, second most tender cut behind the tenderloin. But then it's got a really good beef, like real beefy flavor, like a chuck. You know, like it's a stronger flavor than a filet, but it almost has a little bit of a filet mouthfeel.
Okay.
So I went ahead, I grilled it, and you know what? You can overcook this. So maybe if you have people in your family who like it more on the medium to well, this would be okay. It has a lot of marbling in it, unlike some of the other leaner steaks that if you overcook them, it might not be the best.
But this looks delicious.
This
no
is
overcooking
good.
here.
Look at this. Made it ahead of time, brought it here, perfectly planned. So I've just got some crostini that I did put a little garlic-infused oil on, and then I melted some feta with a little garlic in there and spread that on top. And so, Brady, we're going to put on top then Kalamata olives.
She's putting you to work.
Okay, I'm ready.
He's been waiting to work. Kalamata olives, some tomato. I just bought a couple Romas. But the beauty of this is tomatoes are coming in season, right? So if you got the garden, or if you've got the herb garden, we got basil in here. I got basil in both my recipes, and tomato too, so.
Okay.
My hands are clean, by the way.
Brady just washed his hands.
I did.
So we're good. So. Then a little bit of oil. So that's a little more garlic-infused oil. Yeah, it calls for 2 tablespoons.
All of it then? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You know what? Let's party.
Yeah. And yeah, then the fresh basil, tomato, Kalamata. So we've got kind of that Greek flavor going on with the feta. So that's our topping on
Look at how colorful
bruschetta.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's called beef bruschetta with roasted garlic, feta spread. Yeah, I might not have chopped things too small. Oh, look at that.
Oh gosh, okay.
That's good.
Whew.
Now, this is for an appetizer, or you could even maybe make this your main dish.
This could be a meal.
Yeah.
It would be in my house for sure.
Good protein and fresh.
Exactly. So, we could do one more.
Oh gosh.
You're hired, Brady. Well done.
I know, this
Thank
is
you.
awesome.
Give me a chef's hat.
Food styling is amazing. We'll get a picture of that.
That looks great.
The second recipe is just called a caprese steak starter. So I took a caprese salad, and we're gonna add steak. Of course, because that's what I do. You know, I'm the beef lady. So I've got one top sirloin that I grilled ahead. And you know what? These steaks, you can grill them, you can broil them, you can cast iron pan fry them, anything like that. They're perfect that way. And you could swap in any tender steak into these.
Okay.
So whatever you like.
So just anything that you would buy for the grill. Strip steak, ribeye, filet, the top sirloin, the flat iron, they're all interchangeable into these recipes. So we're gonna add mozzarella. Yep, that's gonna go right in, and we're gonna kind of mix it all in the bowl. It's like a salad with no lettuce.
Is that a little fresh mozzarella?
That is a little fresh mozzarella pearls. You could definitely buy the mozzarella balls that are even marinated.
Yeah.
I don't know their exact name. They have a name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But my supermarket didn't have them, so I just grabbed the pearls and then some tomato. They go in right.
Susan, do you want to get in on this?
Right ahead,
okay.
Go right ahead. You're doing great.
And then just a balsamic vinaigrette. So I just have a bottled balsamic vinaigrette from the supermarket. The whole thing goes in about a half of a cup, and then you can put the rest of the basil in. And really, just took kind of a caprese that salad and put steak in it.
Doesn't it smell great?
Now, I just have some small plates, so to kind of serve it as an appetizer, a beginning of a meal. But definitely, I would
on a hot
I would
night
have this
like
for
tonight?
lunch.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
If you're grilling out, grill one extra top sirloin, which is usually they're a pound, 4 servings. Make lunch for everybody, pack it up, and have it the next day.
Yeah,
like you said,
great.
chock full of protein. Low carbohydrates here too, nice and fresh, seasonal eating. Beeftips.com is our website, and right now we've got a link to these recipes plus some other fun ones like the grilled steak and watermelon salad and all that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So you gotta check that out.
All right, Ange,
right there.
thanks.
Okay.
Alex keeps trying to come over here.
He can't have this. Oh, thanks, Angie. Well, do you know what's in your child's toothbrush and toothpaste?
When we come back, Consumer Reports takes an in-depth look at these products when Live at 4 continues.
Introducing the new Sushi Lover Madison. All you can eat sushi and hibachi at an amazing price. Now open at Westtown Mall for lunch or dinner. Be sure to try Sushi Lover Madison.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
The Sun Prairie Sweet Corn Festival runs August 14th through the 18th. The famous 80 tons of steamed corn, rolled in butter and lightly salted, is served Saturday and Sunday only. Visit sunprairiecornfest.com for complete details and hotel discounts.
Squeaky, creaky, leaky entry doors from big box stores should be ignored. Scott the window guy does entry doors. He can do yours and so much more.
We do entry doors at scottthewindowguy.com.
Introducing the new Sushi Lover Madison. All-you-can-eat sushi and hibachi at an amazing price. Now open at Westtown Mall for lunch or dinner. Be sure to try Sushi Lover Madison.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Let's take a look outside. This is where you want to be on a day like today, on the water. This is an MSCR class, canoe class out on Lake Monona. The weather words for today, staying steamy and stormy. Not the day to wear all black. So I picked the wrong outfit. Alex is out on the muggy weather patio. Hi there.
Hey there, Susan. Yes, it is definitely muggy out here. You can just feel the thickness of the air. But the good news is out here on the patio, just before you came to me, we got a nice little breeze, and that felt mighty good. We do have a marginal risk of severe weather for the rest of this evening and overnight, but I want to let southern Wisconsin know that chance is very, very low. Better chance if we get any redevelopment is going to be over portions of Iowa and Illinois. And this is what we were mentioning yesterday. Future track carrying us through the rest of this evening shows maybe a couple isolated thunderstorms popping up towards Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake County. But that threat, that widespread threat, is very low across southern Wisconsin. Dew point is 70. You feel it. It is really muggy and really tropical with the actual air temperature of 87 degrees here in Madison. Most of tonight will be quiet. We could see a couple thunderstorms knocking on the door as early as daybreak on Wednesday. That will be between storm chances for concerts on the square early in the day, and then thunderstorms will be returning in our forecast by later Wednesday evening. The details on those storms in a few minutes.
Thank you, Alex. New data from the Department of Public Instruction shows Wisconsin students are facing severe mental health issues. In a 2023 Youth Risk Behavior Survey, 59% of high schoolers experienced at least one mental health challenge in the past year. There have also been significant increases in anxiety, depression, and self-harm. LGBTQ and female students reported even higher levels of distress.
Wisconsin youth, we hear you. We see you. We know many of you are struggling. We have what it takes to support you and help you through any challenges that you may be facing. It's not just that we can do better, it's that we must do better.
The survey also notes rising screen time and decreased sleep among students as risk factors. 1 in 5 students reported 5 or fewer hours of sleep each night. Here's a look at your stocks. Dow Jones up 203 points. The Nasdaq down 222 points. The S&P 500 down 27 points.
Well, parents, are you taking your children's dental health seriously? Dentists agree that choosing the right toothpaste and toothbrush for your kids is crucial.
Consumer Reports has done the work of researching children's dental products, and they've got the scoop on what to look for and what to avoid.
As parents, it's important to prioritize your child's dental health.
Now, how many times a day are you supposed to brush your teeth?
Twice. This simple habit of brushing twice a day helps remove plaque-causing bacteria, and that reduces the risk of tooth decay, gum disease, and costly dental treatments.
When selecting a toothpaste for your kids, it's essential to choose one that contains fluoride and is free from potentially harmful ingredients. Consumer Reports and MadeSafe, a nonprofit focused on product safety and sustainability, recently teamed up and evaluated 7 popular children's fluoride toothpastes. 2 toothpastes, Hello Kids Magical Mermaid Fluoride Toothpaste and Jason C Fresh Anti-Cavity and Strengthening Toothpaste, stood out as favorites, containing safer and more sustainable ingredients. Act Kids Anti-Cavity Toothpaste and Tom's of Maine Kids Natural Silly Strawberry both contained ingredients with possible risks. And 3 products, Burt's Bees Kids Strawberry Splash, Colgate Kids Cavity Protection Bubble Fruit, and Crest Kids Crest Cavity Protection Sparkle Fun Toothpaste contain titanium dioxide and other ingredients linked to potential health concerns. None of these 3 companies responded to requests for comment on their product's ingredient safety.
While none of these ingredients pose any immediate risk to kids, research has linked certain food dyes to hyperactivity in children and titanium dioxide to potential damage to the body's genetic material and immune system.
In addition to choosing the right toothpaste, it's also important to select an appropriate toothbrush.
Children can usually start brushing their own teeth between the ages of about 3 to 6. And while some research does suggest that using an electric toothbrush may remove slightly more plaque than a manual, really whatever toothbrush your child likes and will use consistently is best.
In Sears tests, Philips Sonicare for Kids came out on top, excelling at cleaning and ease of use. For a more affordable option, this Brushies electric set excelled at cleaning. By making informed choices about your child's dental products and encouraging good brushing habits, you can help set them up for a lifetime of healthy smiles. This is David Fazikis.
And here's a reason to smile. When we come back, we'll sit down with News 3's newest member.
We'll welcome News 3 Now reporter Tanisha Shaw to the station and to Madison when Live at 4 continues.
When you need to relax and recharge your body and mind, retreat to the comfort of stressless furniture at the Century House. Designed to harmonize with the natural movements of your body, it's where true comfort begins and every day should end. Get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 spent and $200 off 4 dining chairs at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Make summer unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need to get you ready for summer fun. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends to stocking up on your favorite summer essentials, Menards is your one-stop shop for your next summer adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
After long-standing efforts from Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin, 3 of the 4 biggest pharmaceutical companies say they're going to start capping the prices of their inhalers.
They used to charge families like ours $600 a month for an inhaler, even though they cost less than $5 to make. So Tammy Baldwin fought the drug companies, and she won. Now Hadley's inhaler costs $35, and we're breathing easier.
I'm Tammy Baldwin. I approve this message. I don't work for the drug companies. I work for you.
Some things are big, others are huge. It's Empire Today's half-price sale. Get $2,400 of flooring for $1,200, $5,200 for an amazing $2,600. That's half the price of your entire purchase. Shop for carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate right from home and have it professionally installed. Don't miss Empire's half-price sale. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. New at 5, Dane County hits a major milestone in renewable energy. We show you how your local efforts are making a big impact in the community.
Coming up at 5, we'll be breaking down the chances for additional thunderstorms Tuesday evening and overnight, with better chances for thunderstorms as we go into Wednesday. What severe weather hazards you can expect? I have the answer.
And ahead at 6, we sit down with the podcast creator of Black Like Me. Catch his thoughts on the Black experience in Madison and the impact of the Black vote. That's tonight at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. We are very happy to introduce you this afternoon to the newest member of the News 3 Now team.
Well, today is Tanisha Shaw's first day reporting on the air with us. Hi, welcome.
Welcome, Tanisha, to News 3 and to Madison.
I'm so happy to be here.
What do you think so far?
I love it. I've been in Madison a few times. I'm a Milwaukee native, so I'm familiar with the area, but I'm happy to learn more about Madison and everyone here.
You have been working in journalism for a while. You were
Yes.
a producer, which is a big job in journalism, the person who puts the show together.
Absolutely.
But now you're transitioning to be a general assignment reporter.
Yes.
Now, why did you want to do that?
It was always my goal, but I had the opportunity to work at home, and I couldn't let go of that straight out of college. So I produced for a little bit. I learned from some of the best, and I really enjoyed that. And I took a hold of that opportunity. So after that opportunity passed, I was happy to pursue my original dream.
Being a producer will make you a better reporter.
Yeah.
Yes.
What types of stories do you like to tell, or is there a story that you're particularly proud of that you've been a part of in your career?
I love all stories, honestly. I just like learning more about people and connecting with people. It's just what I want to do. That's why I want to do journalism. No day is the same as yesterday or what tomorrow's going to be. Yeah.
So you mentioned you grew up in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the trajectory of your career. Where did you go to college?
Yep, so I'm Milwaukee through and through, basically. I'm born in Milwaukee, high school Milwaukee. I went to UW Milwaukee.
Okay,
So
great.
Everything Milwaukee.
And are you learning Madison for the first time, or were you familiar with Madison?
A little bit, like, you know, field trips to Madison, going maybe like once or twice a year at most, but there's still a lot more to learn.
Yeah.
Well, we're all very happy to have you here. Let's see, any fun fact about yourself?
I always like to say I have 4 brothers. I'm the only girl. That surprises people, and it's like, OMG, how did you survive?
Are you the youngest? Where are you?
I'm the second youngest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kinds of things do you like to do outside of work?
Yes, so I love to read. I like to work out. I've been picking that up recently. And learning new hobbies. I'm very creative as well. So painting, things like that. I'm not a professional at all, but I do like it.
Yeah, it's fun
a hobby.
to dabble.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Now, your first story airs tonight on News
Yes.
3 Now at 6.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what you're working on today.
Yes, so I talked to Dr. Alex G. As you know, he's a very pivotal person in this community, and I was so excited to learn a lot about him. He's celebrating the 10th seasonal premiere of his podcast, Black Like Me. And it focuses on Black men and, you know, just telling their story through their lens.
Yeah, well, we look forward to seeing that. Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, we're so happy that you're here.
We're very happy to have you here. Best of luck tonight at 6. Once you get the first one behind you, the rest is great.
Right, hopefully.
Yeah.
Right.
And don't forget to connect with Tanisha Shaw on all the social media platforms.
Yes.
And send her story ideas and welcome her to Madison.
Yes.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Excited.
And when we return, Dr. Jeff Potoff with UW Health is here.
We'll have the latest health news, a couple of big stories making headlines, including this blood test that may help detect colon cancer when Live at 4 continues.
Driving comes with risk. You may be a safe driver, but there's the risk that others are not. What's not a risk? Calling Gruber Law Offices. The call is free, and there's never a fee until we win. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping.
Watch this. It's all 100% real.
Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours. Over 1 million people are using this topical technique to visually reduce puffiness and bags. It works on sagging jowls, even fine lines and wrinkles on the face and forehead. Introducing Plexiderm. In just minutes, you can restore and beautify your face, even look years younger. And the look will last all day or all evening.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Jump on board and say yes to this amazing $14.95 Prove It Plexiderm trial. You'll see why our customers describe Plexiderm with 3 words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Order right now. We'll pay your shipping. Operators are standing by.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
From time to time, everyone can use a little help, especially after a serious accident. We'll take care of everything so you don't have to. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
It's a hot and stormy day in our nation's capital, 86 degrees. Mostly sunny, but those clouds look a little ominous. Kind of looks like it is around here today.
I think something could be brewing there. Well, a new test could increase the number of people screened for colorectal cancer.
The FDA has approved a blood test to screen for colon cancer. It's called SHIELD.
Also, a new study shows infant deaths in the U.S. rose for the first time in 20 years, something experts call alarming. UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potthoff is here for his weekly visit.
Hi, Dr.
Hey guys,
Potthoff.
how are you?
So tell us about this blood test.
Well, I think this is just another option people have to get colorectal cancer screening. That's the most important takeaway, is a lot of us are due for colorectal cancer screening and we haven't done it, and that's a problem. So this test, I think the benefit is really its convenience. Like, it's not such a big deal to go to a lab, get your blood drawn. What this test does is looks for kind of fragments of DNA that colon cancer can kind of shed, and can let you know with about 83% sensitivity if you have that. There's other options for screening too, but doing something is much better than doing nothing.
And you touched on this just now, but so it eliminates that barrier of, because a lot of people will say, I don't have time to do this, or I don't want to take time off work, et cetera, and then they can have some serious consequences.
Or it takes away the embarrassment too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, so there's some people, I mean, whoever's had like a colonoscopy, like we'll talk about the prep, like no one's offering to do that on the weekend for fun, so that's a barrier. And then someone has to drive you to a place to get your colonoscopy. There's the sedation, which some people find a little bit scary. And then kind of you're out for the rest of the day and someone has to drive you home. There's a lot of barriers to that. Something like a blood test or Cologuard, which is just a stool sample, you lower that kind of anxiety and that kind of price of admission as far as what you need to do. And even though the sensitivity is maybe a little bit lower than colonoscopy, for folks who are low risk to start with, these are good options to get it done.
But would this replace a colonoscopy?
So it could for some people. So basically, if you're low risk, meaning like you don't have a strong family history of colon cancer, you haven't had polyps before, you're not having abdominal pain or blood in your stool, which is most, say 45 to 49-year-olds, these tests are pretty good options as far as like getting it done, proving that you don't have colon cancer.
That's great.
And then for the infant mortality rates, what are some of the reasons where you're seeing it rise?
Yeah, so we have new data that says for the first time in about 20 years, infant mortality is up, and this is looking at data in 2022. And there's common things that contribute to infant mortality, things like congenital malformations, early kind of preterm labor. There's sudden infant death syndrome, and those things seem kind of hard to prevent. But those things actually have an increase. The thing that's driving our rate is maternal complications around the time of pregnancy, which kind of maps back to a lot of women in the United States aren't able to get the prenatal care that they need and that kind of like maternity care that they need to ensure that they can have a safe and successful pregnancy at the end, which not only affects their lives, but the lives of their infants.
And the statistics are troubling in where we are in terms of a lot of the other developed countries in the world. We have a lot more infant deaths.
We do. So countries that do well have, about 1.5 to 2 infant mortalities per 1,000 births. We're at about 5.5, which is not very good performance. We're certainly not winning the gold medal in infant mortality in the United States.
Are there things that healthcare in general needs to do to up that, or?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is in a lot of these other countries, the thing that they have is access to healthcare. Irregardless of who you are, your ability to pay, like you just get access. It's almost like a human right. Here, you have to be able to afford it, which is the differentiator.
Interesting, very interesting. Good to see you, Dr. Pata.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.
We will.
Let's get another check of our first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Got to get that chief in there, Alex.
It's all good. You can just call me Alex. That's fine, too. Future track showing a couple of thunderstorms across central Wisconsin, and that's likely where those thunderstorms are going to stay. We never did get that redevelopment across southern Wisconsin. We never did get that redevelopment off towards the north and towards the west. And yesterday I mentioned that that very likely could be the way this scenario pans out, that much of the storms would stay to the south and the west in Iowa and Illinois, and that did occur earlier today. The threat for severe weather looks very low at this point through the remainder of the evening going into the overnight period. What is not going to go away is the humidity. The dew point's up near 70. And when you get a dew point near 70, it has that really tropical feel out there. Feels like mid-90s out there. Now, that's not atypical for late July and August, but it certainly doesn't feel comfortable. That outside chance of a thunderstorm this evening, otherwise temperatures dipping down into the lower 70s, will get down to around 69 for a low temperature tonight. Now, fast forward to 24 hours from now, Susan and I will be downtown for concerts on the square. And we'll prepare now that it's going to be a muggy, uncomfortable evening, but nonetheless, it's still looking dry at this point. We'll be between periods of thunderstorms, or at least chances of thunderstorms, which is good news for concerts on the square. We can see that 7 o'clock in the morning, clouds building in. That could be associated with a thunderstorm or two Wednesday morning, but better chances for thunderstorms hold off till later Wednesday evening. Not after another soupy day in the mid to upper 80s, high humidity values. It'll feel like the mid to upper 90s with a line of thunderstorms approaching the Mississippi River by 7 o'clock. But watch what happens. They fizzle as they move towards southern Wisconsin. Another part of that line dives to the south and to the east. So alert day conditions, we are keeping that in the forecast, especially for Wednesday evening. But it's possible that that marginal risk of severe weather may actually stay more to the south and to the west. And if we get thunderstorms on Thursday morning, that marginal risk may also not pan out. So we may be lucky this week and dodge a lot of these severe weather chances. That certainly would be good news. Following our alert day possibility on Wednesday and thunderstorm potential on Thursday, outside chance of a storm on Friday. Otherwise, the weekend is looking warm, humid, with maybe some thunderstorms returning by Sunday night. We'll be right back.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
We often get asked,
is it really free to hire Gruber Law Offices after an accident?
the answer is very simple, yes. We don't get paid until we win your case. It costs you nothing up front to hire Gruber Law Offices. The call, the consultation, all free. You pay nothing until we win your case. It's just that simple. Call us today, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
She's the district attorney who protected children from sexual predators. She's the attorney general who stood up to the big banks to protect homeowners and won. The senator who fought to defend a woman's right to make her own medical decisions. And the vice president who fought to cap the price of insulin at $35 a month. As America turns the page, Kamala is ready. FFPAC's responsible for the content of this ad.
Tens of millions of roofs across America are failing, wearing out decades early and leaking, oftentimes without you knowing about it, causing tremendous damage. Here's how you know you have a problem with your roof. Black streaking, your roof looks rough, or granules shedding off into your gutters or showing up in your driveway. Your roof is wearing out too fast, and it's going to cost you a bundle. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. So give us a call, and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Coming up at 5, we'll be using FutureTrack to see if we get any redevelopment of thunderstorms Tuesday evening. Better chances to discuss come Wednesday.
And Dane County hits a major milestone in renewable energy. We show you how your local efforts are making a big impact. That's coming up at 5.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now.
Well, this just into our newsroom. A Fitchburg woman has been arrested after allegedly stabbing another woman this morning. This happened on part of Post Road just after 2 this morning. Officers say they got a call about a stabbing in a parking lot, but weren't able to find a victim. They later found a 22-year-old victim at a nearby business. She was taken to a nearby hospital, but is expected to recover from her injuries. Officers did arrest a woman who could face a possible first-degree recklessly endangering safety charge. We'll be right back.
Does our foam insulation work? Listen to this.
The power in the neighborhood was out for 2 days in 95-degree weather. My thermostat only went up 3 degrees, and that's even with letting the dog in and out. It was very comfortable here.
And her savings were more than the insulation costs.
If you want to save money on your power bills, get USA Insulation. It makes a huge difference.
USA Insulation.
Some lucky fan will win 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year, all because of Packers scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
But who will it be?
This could be Debbie's year.
That looks like someone who could win up to $50,000 in instant cash prizes.
But don't count out Tim.
Maybe he'll win one of the MVP tailgate experiences.
Then there's Raymond.
Legend.
4 Packers season tickets for 1 year could be his.
Or yours.
Ticket prices range from $1 to $10, available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just 1 visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
This is America's border czar, and she's failed us. Under Harris, over 10 million illegally here. 250,000 Americans dead from fentanyl. Brutal migrant crimes. And ISIS now here.
Do you have any plans to visit the border? You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
Kamala Harris, failed, weak, dangerously liberal.
And that wraps up Live at 4 today. Brady's in the newsroom with a look at our coverage moving forward. Brady?
Tomorrow on Live at 4, UW's volleyball's coach Kelly Sheffield is here to talk with us how the Badgers are being represented in the Olympics. And then next at 5, a woman is arrested for her alleged role in an April crash that left 4 people dead and a nationwide recall of Teslas. Well, thanks for watching Live at 4 today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts after this.